The Council has entered into a contract with Waypoint Investigations to assist us with this work. This is a company that specializes in forensic accounting, financial investigations, due diligence, business risk mitigation, healthcare compliance and investigations, and tax litigation support. They're working now to help us in the Council develop a toolkit of best practices, policies, and procedures for state agencies to follow to help prevent and identify fraud very early on or prevent it from occurring to begin with. This work is going to take time. It is a heavy lift and is a learning curve for everyone involved. It's also a process that cannot end. This is just the beginning. Bad actors are constantly looking for ways to scam systems, and so states' effort to develop these strong barriers to prevent fraud will need to be ongoing along the way. And we are confident that the work, as was noted here today, coming together, that the right people are in the room working across state agencies to really improve this and prevent fraud from occurring in our state early and often, and when it does, that we hold people accountable for those actions. And so with that, I will turn the mic over to Josiah Lamb, who is the owner of Waypoint Investigations.
Thanks. Hi there, I'm Josiah Lamb. I'm the owner of Waypoint. I'm a forensic accountant and an attorney. I've been involved in fraud-related matters for more than 20 years, including assisting organizations in developing internal controls to help combat fraud. Our team of experts have similar backgrounds with decades of experience while working with federal law enforcement, public accounting, and law firms. In our current capacity, we are working with the BCA to build out this anti-fraud toolkit, which will include policies and procedures specifically designed to address fraud risks that can be utilized enterprise-wide to help prevent fraud in the future. This will serve as a baseline of anti-fraud policies and procedures for every agency to use. Part of this process includes meeting with individuals at each agency who have been tasked with addressing fraud to open the dialogue with the teams to better understand what's happening on the ground so we can implement a more robust anti-fraud set of policies and procedures. After the toolkit is done and completed, the agencies will implement it, and we will come back and review it and determine whether there are some tweaks to be done or whether everything has been implemented successfully. Again, as Drew said, we are in the early stages of the process, and we look forward to continuing working with the BCA to create this anti-fraud toolkit.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Shireen Gandhi, and I serve as the Temporary Commissioner for the Minnesota Department of Human Services. Like the governor, DHS takes a zero-tolerance approach to fraud. We are intently focused on solutions, strengthening program integrity, tightening oversight of services, and hardening our programs against attacks by criminals seeking to steal money from the people, the vulnerable people of Minnesota who need the services. We are committed to providing the data and information necessary to our law enforcement partners so they can prosecute criminals stealing from taxpayers. DHS's Inspector General Clark wasn't able to be here today, but he has told me that fraud schemes are evolving and DHS needs to do more to get ahead of the criminals and to keep ahead of the criminals. And as we do more to get ahead of the criminals, there are going to be more credible allegations of fraud established by our Inspector General's office. And as the administrative agency, DHS takes action quickly to stop payments when credible allegations of fraud are established, and then we refer those cases to law enforcement. Law enforcement is responsible for prosecuting the criminals. If you get caught stealing from Minnesota's most vulnerable people, I hope you go to prison. It is also critical that we continue to take more aggressive steps to prevent fraud. Governor Walz put forward a strong package of anti-fraud measures during session that passed with bipartisan support in 2025. A few examples from our agency are licensing autism services, reforms to billing for substance use disorder, treatment, and expanded authority to share data across state agencies so we can stop the bad actors faster.